Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back on the last day of Wild Eye Week 2023 with my review of Stale Popcorn and Sticky Floors. Well, we've made it through another Wild Eye Week, and we've reached the final day. I thought it would be fun to finish off with a documentary that sums up why I started all of this in the first place. Stale Popcorn and Sticky Floors covers grindhouse horror of the 70s and 80s. This documentary was released this year by Wild Eye, and it was created, filmed, and directed by Dustin Ferguson. That's funny, since just 2 days ago I said it wouldn't be a Wild Eye Week without at least one film by Dustin Ferguson, and this is my second of the week. Like I said, this documentary covers movies that got me into horror in the first place. It's 90 minutes of interviews from actors, actresses, directors, producers, writers, and even prop supervisors who worked on the films. There are 16 grindhouse horror movies of the 70s and 80s highlighted in Stale Popcorn and Sticky Floors. Great title, by the way. Love the cover art, too. Each interview presented is preceded by clips of the film. The movies showcased in this documentary are I Drink Your Blood, Don't Look in the Basement, The Crazies, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I Spit on Your Grave, Midnight, Basket Case, Slumber Party Massacre, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, Microwave Massacre, Force of Darkness, Hellhole, Reanimator, Spookies, Street Trash, and Blood Diner. It was great seeing actress Lynn Lowry appear more than once. She starts things off talking about I Drink Your Blood, and returns a little while later to discuss The Crazies. She obviously starred in both of them. Wow, was she hot back then. And as I mentioned in my review of Hell of the Screaming Undead, she still looks good. She's aged well. It was also really cool hearing John Dugan, who played the nearly dead grandpa in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, speak. He gave some interesting insights of that role. Kevin Van Henenreich talks about Basket Case and his naked run. John A. Russo speaks intelligently about his making of Midnight. Mel Novak makes his obligatory Dustin Ferguson film appearance discussing Force of Darkness, which I now need to track down on VHS. Brink Stevens is always great to see. She discusses Slumber Party Massacre. But maybe the most interesting interview of all came from Frank M. Farrell during the making of Spookies. He gives a lot of information about that hellish production. I love that we do get clips of these films in Stale Popcorn and Sticky Floors, including some graphic violence and gratuitous nudity. As a fan of films such as Terror in the Aisles growing up, Stale Popcorn and Sticky Floors really impressed me. I can't think of a better way to end this Wild Eye Week of 2023 than with this 2023 documentary. If you're a fan of grindhouse horror of the 70s and 80s, or just a fan of horror in general, chances are you'll love Stale Popcorn and Sticky Floors. It was informative, entertaining, and I personally loved it. I have to say one last thank you to Wild Eye Releasing for sending me this DVD to review. I also have to say thank you to my buddy Brad, Bronco Juggalo Talks Movies, for hosting Wild Eye Week once again. I hope you guys have enjoyed my reviews and everyone else's. If any of these movies interest you, head over to Wild Eye Releasing and grab yourself copies. That's why we do this each year, and on many Wild Eye Wednesdays throughout, to promote this great company. Without Wild Eye Releasing, we wouldn't have some of these hidden horror gems. And if you're not just a horror fan, they have plenty of other genres to offer as well. That'll do it for now, guys. Another Wild Eye Week concludes. Thanks for watching. hit that thumbs up and, be kind, subscribe.